everyone, thanks for tuning into Bluegrass Home and Garden TV. I'm Amber Canoy, and Stephanie Hubbard with Hubbard Mechanical is with us once again. Last time we did this really cute little outdoor home sign. I have not had the chance yet to paint the trim, but we were actually talking afterwards because we had a little bit of trouble with some of the vinyl sticking in places. We actually think just like a command strip. If you look at the back of the instructions on a command strip, because everybody actually reads the instructions. Yeah. It actually tells you lots of times to go with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, rub down the surface to make sure it's really clean, there's no debris. We think it might be a good idea to at least take maybe a damp cloth, let it dry, and then go that, because it probably has some like residual dust that's causing it to maybe not adhere quite the same. But once you get the polyurethane on there, it should kind of like seal everything in place. And we actually went back, even though we started to use a nail, went back with the command strip because, you know, if we don't like the command strip showing too much depending upon what we're using as our O, you can always pull the command strip off. So absolutely, yeah, we can always end up using hot glue or however we need to do later. But Stephanie is, I have to give her all the credit for this one. She, when we were talking about this, sent me this pen, and you take placemats and turn them into cute little like pouches that you can do all kinds of stuff with. And when she mentioned that, I was like, we are doing that because I have all kinds of placemats that just stay in a drawer that I love, but my boys, when they eat on them, destroy them. I'm sure if you probably look close enough on some of these, you might be able to find some food stains. So, and this was probably one of the first sets. My mom loves her some Pioneer Woman. We'll give her a little shout out there. And I love my blue and white, as you obviously can tell. This was a little bit kind of like next level with the contrast. So I was like, you know, we're going to take one of each and we're going to see how it goes. So this is all you. We'll be back here in just a second, but I am excited to see this. It's going to be fun. I know. All right, stay tuned.
Guys, we're back at my house today. We're in my foyer, and I had made this winter inspired arrangement that had magnolia and cedar and pine and these winter leaves in it. But spring is quickly approaching, and our spring open house is coming, and so I'm starting to think about, well, I need my house to be ready for spring before it shows up. So I took everything out, and a broken record is, I keep saying, use some magnolia. You can buy it from me, you can buy it from somebody else, buy it from me, by the way. But this is a magnolia I use year-round in this container. So it's one of those things, when you buy it once, you get to use it year after year, project after project. So I'm going to start with this twigs and branches out of my yard and some artificial magnolia, and that's my base to get started with to start adding spring to it. Look at this. I think this is beautiful by itself, truthfully. So let me put this last piece in, and I'll show you a little teaser of this is what we're going to start adding when we come back. Isn't that beautiful? Some peonies and blooming cherry blossom branches that just came in just in time for the open house. See you in a few minutes.
Here at Hubbard Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. This customer was told that the repair was going to be $1,200 by a flat rate book. We were going to save them hundreds of dollars, but we ended up saving $900 because we found out that the parts were under warranty. This is just one example of how we save our customers money during their time of need. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hubbard Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
How do you create the garden of your dreams? The right plants, in the right place, with the right soil, and with our advice. Come see us at Springhouse Gardens, where buying plants is a walk in the park.
The WKYT First Alert Weather App, alerting you first to inconvenient weather, tracking storms live, and bringing you hour-by-hour forecasts wherever you are. Download the WKYT First Alert Weather App today.
Comfort Master came in and helped me do an assessment because it's a geothermal unit, and he helps maintain the geothermal, and he helped give me some ideas about how to insulate the crawl space better to create more energy efficiency. And the value that they give us is really important. And you know, if that's $1 or $2 higher, I'm okay with that because I know the guys are safe, I know they're well educated, I know they're coming on time and doing what they say, and I can trust them. That means a lot. Just had a great experience with Comfort Master.
We are back. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. If this works out really well, if you come over to my house, you will see that I have turned all the placemats into pouches.
Pouches.
I know.
Yeah, little
I'm pretty
containers.
excited because these are so pretty, but I hate having them out on the counter or the table all the time because the boys destroy them.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so what do we do?
So first you're going to start, this is the side that you have up right now is going to be
The exterior?
What is the exterior.
Okay.
So the first thing we do, you're going to just take the edge and fold it over. And that's what we're going to hot glue down.
Okay.
So it kind of gives you, like on yours, you have like a cute little trim. So yeah. So
And if you hate hot glue, there are other glues you can use. This will
Yes.
just draw the process out. E6000 glue is fantastic. And there's a lot of glues out there that you can actually use that can be washed, and extreme heat, cold is not going to make them pull away. Like you know what I'm talking about. Hot glue, if you get it too hot
Yes.
or too cold in the elements, it can start to separate and pull away. But you
Yes.
can always go back with, you know, a needle and some thread or,
Yeah.
or wire and secure things if you needed to.
yeah, and
I just love it.
if you have, you know, you could even sew this. If you didn't want to
Yeah.
use hot glue and you had a sewing machine at your disposal, absolutely.
I think I'm probably more
Definitely sew
likely
it.
to hurt myself with hot glue. Well, I'm more likely to hurt myself with hot glue than I am a sewing machine. Let's just say that.
And then you just kind of got to just let it.
Yeah. And you know
Press and
what?
hot
You know what I find out that helps with this too? Get some of the little clips that you put papers together.
Yeah,
Put it
that
on
would
here just
be
to make
really
sure
good.
everything dries really well and doesn't want to separate while it's, you know.
And I will
really
say
drying.
too, when I was making some of these, the flimsier fabrics had a little bit harder of a time
Okay.
doing this. So it
That
kind of
makes
gets something with a little
sense.
bit of, heft to it.
Little bit more
Yep.
stability. I'm running out of glue. All right. That means commercial
Commercial.
break. All right, we'll be back.
Hi, Richard Weber here out at Springhouse Gardens. And at this time of the year, we're getting a lot of questions about plants and if they're supposed to be doing what they're doing, especially from folks that got some plants. Maybe the fall was the first time that they've seen some of these plants. They've planted them in their garden and they're looking out there in January and February and they're seeing maybe what appears to be a brownish cast to the plant. Is that something to worry about, is the question. It really should not be a concern. Many plants, especially things like arborvitaes, even the Hinoki cypresses that we've been talking about on this show, turn kind of a brownish olivey color. That's why I wore my olive today, so I kind of blend in with the plants. But one of the things that you can do is you look at the outer layer of the plant. When we've had cold weather, it will tend to discolor the foliage a little bit. But if you look inside the foliage, it still should have a green look to it. So you see how bright green that is. It's just because the cold and the snow and the wind tend to kind of change the color of the outer foliage just a little bit. They should return to a nice, bright, vivid, vibrant green as the temperatures warm up in late March and April. So typically it's not an issue, but if you see really, really brown foliage and foliage that's drying up and looks like it's dying, then you could have a problem, but don't fret too much until the warm weather returns. You may have to do a little trimming off of that down to the green, but just wait and see what happens. But normally it's not a big deal, but make sure that you're still watering your plants through any dry periods during the winter. They should be fine by spring. So if you have any other questions, please email us at greatplants@springhousegardens.com. You can even send some pics if you have questions about certain things. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or you can come out and visit us. We're still here during the week at 185 West Catnip Hill Road in Nicholasville. Hi, I'm Richard Weber from Springhouse Gardens. Did you know that getting your hands dirty is sometimes a good thing? Digging in the dirt has been proven to reduce stress and provide a sense of happiness and contentment. Come find your happy at Springhouse Gardens.
Get ready, go, and the morning race is on. Making breakfast, getting the kids dressed, and out the door.
Mornings can be rough.
But don't worry, we'll get you ready as you get ready.
Start your day with Victor, Kristen, Andrea, and Jim on WKYT Mornings.
Come from Ashland came in and helped me do an assessment because it's a geothermal unit, and he helps maintain the geothermal, and he helped give me some ideas about how to insulate the crawl space better to create more energy efficiency. And the value that they give us is really important. And you know, if that's $1 or $2 higher, I'm okay with that because I know the guys are safe, I know they're well educated, I know they're coming on time and doing what they say, and I can trust them. That means a lot. Just had a great experience with Comfort Master.
We're so glad to have you with us this morning.
Emergency leaders are urging We are back. All right.
Absolutely.
Tell me what to do, Stephanie.
So we are a third of the way through already. Yeah, so super easy. So next part, we're just going to kind of run our glue down the
Oh, but you skipped a part, so.
I did. And I skipped that because that's going to make kind of like the bottom piece.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, just stick it down the side, and then we're going to flip it over here. And press it in there really
And I guess depending upon how big that space you make would depend on how big.
The bottom will be.
Okay, hold on.
Yep.
Hold on.
So yeah, I did it kind of fast there.
So bring that all the way over.
And this is the part, if you're going to burn yourself, it's going to be here.
This is what I'm doing. I'm using this to just kind of lock these in place here while I finagle.
And then
Did I
you
make
kind of
this
just,
wrong?
No, you didn't. And see, then you just
flip
take this.
it later?
Flip it later. Yeah, we don't flip it yet.
Okay.
So then you just kind of take and make a little triangle.
Oh, see here.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
A little bit more hot glue in there, and then that's going to be your corner. And you do that to the other side too, and let it dry. And pretty quickly, we're almost there.
Okay. All right. All right. So I think
Because you kind of make like a little, almost like a triangle there on the edge. And that'll give it some structure too when it goes to, you go to flip it out over.
Only imagine what my face is doing right now trying to do this. All right, we will take a break.
Oh, see, it got me. It got me. I told you.
We'll take a break. Jimmy Nash with Jimmy Nash Homes is with us once again, picking up on the conversation we started last time, and it had a lot to do with what you see right here, a lot of these really larger than life porcelain ceramic tiles. So my question to you, Jimmy, too, real quick is, you know, how does this work in regards to application? Is it more durable than a lot of other options?
Porcelain is definitely durable.
Okay.
It doesn't scratch, doesn't chip, doesn't crack. It's very hard, and it's great for outside too.
Outside, okay. So this house, how are they using it outside?
Yeah. So this house we have about 6,000 square feet outside. So pool.
Oh, of tile. Wow.
Yeah.
Driveway.
Garages. So it's different thicknesses, made to go outside. This is made to go inside.
Okay. Okay.
So they've gotten really good at, you know, how it's made, the thicknesses of it, what can go outside, what can go inside, or what you can drive on and what you wouldn't be able to drive on.
That blows my mind. I never would have thought, let me have a porcelain tile driveway.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. So in regards to like indoors and stuff, do you have to treat it with anything? Because you know, like a lot of hard surfaces have to be treated, make sure they're not getting nasty stuff.
I know it's the beauty of it because it looks like a marble.
It does look like a marble.
Or a stone, and it has no maintenance to it.
Okay.
So not only like here, but if this was inside the shower, if it was a marble or something, it'd be a nightmare to take care of.
Yeah.
With this, it's
so my question here is, when somebody brings these ideas to you, how in the world do you begin to price this? Yeah.
You know, it all has to do with being in business for 30 years. So you've kind of seen everything. And we're kind of in a market to where it's a niche to the things that we see, things that we build, design, are different than most houses. So that, I think the customer is also built before and they have an appreciation of the detail and how thorough things are on the front end before we get started.
But in this community, you said you're working on a couple homes, and then you actually, you know, under contract for another one just right outside of here, and they're all very large scale, but all very different styles, which I find interesting.
Yeah, from very classic traditional look with brick and limestone to very modern farmhouses and modern homes. So it'll be, it's going to be nice to look at that.
I feel like we need a Bluegrass Home Gardens TV version of Cribs coming down the road.
For sure.
With Jimmy Nash Homes. All right, in the meantime, if people have questions for you.
Yeah, just call me at 859-621-8880 or jnash@jimmynashhomes.com.
And follow them on social media.
Get ready, get set, go. And the morning race is on. making breakfast, getting the kids dressed, getting yourself dressed, and out the door.
Mornings can be rough.
But don't worry, we'll get you ready as you get ready.
Catching you up on what's going on.
Lexington city leaders are moving forward with plans to
giving you the first alert to changing weather. There's a frontal boundary that's making its way into the area.
Start your day with Victor, Kristen, Andrea, and Jim on WKYT Mornings, weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
As meteorologists, we hear it all the time. That's Kentucky weather for you.
It's true. Weather around here can seem complicated and disrupt your day.
Heavy rain gearing back into parts of central Kentucky.
But that's why we're here, working for you to make it easy to understand.
That's the actual frontal boundary itself, so you can see that significant wind change with it.
So when you get the first alert, you'll be ready wherever you are to keep your family safe.
It's not complicated. We cover it all. WKYT First Alert Weather, only on WKYT.
All right, we are back. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm a little burned. It's a little sore. Hot glue guns. It is.
I'm
what
pretty
it is.
sure they make like little silicone, almost like a thimble, but for hot glue.
It's.
At this point, I should have stock in those, but I don't own a single one.
No.
I know they
I
make
wouldn't
something.
use it.
I wouldn't.
I'd get in a hurry and wouldn't use it anyway.
All right. Well, I'm just waiting for mine to dry, but
Yes.
let's go through some of the ones that you did, because you said some of them gave you a little bit of fits.
So they did. So I actually found a placemat that was kind of like that outdoor material, like, you know, chairs and stuff. And I thought, oh, this would be great because it's for outdoor. And the hot glue doesn't really set so well with it. So definitely, if you're going to do that one, sew it. Use the other glue that you were talking about.
Or have a lot of patience.
Or have a lot of patience. This one had holes in it, so guess what? I burned myself a lot.
But you could use this in a lot of different ways. You could actually use this to put like flowers in, because it's naturally have drainage.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's outside, so it's not gonna get
Also
torn
be
up.
cute, just kind of put like envelopes in, like your mail and stuff.
Yeah, you could hang it on the wall, you know, just hang it. It'd be nice that way too.
So many options.
And then like this is just a regular placemat, and then this larger one, I actually took a dish towel. And you know, it's not the most sturdy of one, but you know, if you're gonna pile it full of like towels for your guest in the bathroom, or you know, something.
Well, and once you
really
put in, it adds the stability.
It does. It's amazing how amazing that works. But yeah.
All right, so what am I doing now?
So now we flip it over. Flip
Okay.
it, invert it. Oh.
Did it not stick?
Mine didn't stick very well.
That's okay.
I needed to wait just a little
All right,
bit
so
more.
I'm gonna be
but
real.
that's
I'm gonna kind of hold the edges while I flip it.
That would be good.
All right. I'm so
Yeah.
digging this. All right, we'll take a short break. Be right back here.
So welcome back. We're in my foyer. When we last left, I had started the urn in my foyer with the magnolia and the tree branches, and I had shown you these beautiful pink blossom branches that just came in, and I opened them up and shaped them. And the positive is they've just arrived. So spring open house is March the 4th through the 12th. So all these pretties are actually going to be on sale too. But aren't they just beautiful? And what you see me doing is these come in the package this way, but I'm kind of just shaping them and bending them, giving me a little bit of personality. Let's add one or two more of these. Look at this, how this, it looks like you just went out into your yard and just cut branches, and I keep coming back to that theory. That's really what I just love once it's all said and done. Let's add one more, and then I'm going to go back, and before I've used this greenery in it year-round that's called seeded eucalyptus, and I'm going to add this to it and let it spill out, and I love that color, that blue-green color. I'll add this to it, and I got some peonies. We'll finish up in a minute, and I'll show you what we got.
Everyday Kentucky is all new and every morning on WKYT.
We love where we live.
And we are excited to tell the stories of everyday Kentucky.
We're going to be here every day with where to go, what to do,
and what's happening now.
Bringing you the bright side of the bluegrass every day.
And we're here
every day, showing you how you can shop local and help support Kentucky business owners.
There's so much to see and do.
And every day we'll see you at 9 a.m. on WKYT.
We're so
glad to have you with us this morning.
Emergency leaders are urging
Everyday Kentucky, weekdays at 9 a.m. on WKYT.
You all.
They turned out cute. So cute.
I am in love with this. And I actually had some roll of magnet strips.
That's fantastic.
That I thought about using on this project before, but I'm actually going to just take this just as another option, because you can always leave it open.
Yeah.
If I can get it to go. Come on. Come on, my word. Oh, my word. Come on, baby. Come on. First of all, I got to make sure I...
Did you get it? Okay.
I was making sure that I wasn't going to end up having two sides that would repel each other. I'm just going to stick it like right here.
Absolutely.
Just as another option. I'm double checking again. Okay, because it would be my luck they would repel each other because I had put the wrong size down. Just a tad. Oh my gosh.
So awesome. How cute is that? Yep.
Yeah, they're still
So
they're still a little sticky, but so
yeah.
Okay, they're sticking together. Oh, Amber. Anyway, I think I still ended up doing it
the wrong way.
Yeah, and the only thing that's making them stick is the fact that I put the sticky side up on one of them.
I love it.
Oh well, we'll fix that later. So cute idea here. I was saying I want to use some of these in the pantry.
Yeah. You know, you have a lot of kids coming over to play. Here's your snack.
I got more. Oh, here's another one. I got more. Yeah. So, and again, this one doesn't have as much stability, but this one, because of the type of material that it is really, really cute.
Yes, really sturdy. It's going to hold, stand up nicely. Yeah.
You all, I'm seriously in love.
It's great.
And now I want to try it with the sewing machine to see how much different it is with the sewing machine, because everybody in my life might be getting pouches, whether it's this way or the sewing way.
Yeah.
And I might go back anyway and still, reinforce it with sewing just to make sure it doesn't fall
Especially
apart.
on this one where the edges are kind of thick, it would be nice to.
I think this material just has,
I
I don't know what kind of material that is, but it just has a little bit more like grip to it anyway.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're almost out of time, but we're going to come back and kind of talk through some other possibilities to maybe take the same concept and use it and have fun, and we'll be right back.
Hey there, this is Richard Weber out here at Springhouse Gardens, and for this episode we've been talking about an unusual evergreen called a Hinoki cypress. We were talking about one in particular called Nana gracilis out in the nursery, but I wanted to show you that the Hinoki cypress or the Chamaecyparis are very versatile evergreens, and they come in literally hundreds of different varieties. This is one that's even more dwarf than Nana gracilis. This one is called Nana. So it grows less than an inch a year, and this plant right here in my hands is probably 10 to 12 years old. So that accounts for why when you see plants like this, why they might be more expensive than you're thinking they should be. But think about taking care of something like this for 10, 12, maybe 15 years. If you miss watering a week or two, it's dead. So, these are plants that are used in bonsai and rock gardens and little train gardens and things. But I love the variety that they have. We have several different ones here. And one of the things that I like to do with them in the wintertime, because these are very, very hardy. These are hardy to zone 5, which means that I don't have to worry about this being in the ground until we get to about -10 degrees. So this winter, hopefully we're not going to get to -10. So I can literally just leave this outside in its little pot, cover it up or put it into a nice clay pot or something else. I've got a covered area here, so I don't have the wind and the rain on here. So I'll still have to water these on warmer days, but this is a Hinoki. This is a different Hinoki cypress. This is another one. They're all different varieties. Probably the most unusual one is one called Chiramin, and that's over in here, and we'll show you a close-up of that. But I put these all together into different pots and things, and they're going to sit out here and be enjoyed all winter long, which is really a very low maintenance way of using a plant like this. And then in the spring, I can go and plant these out in the garden. So think about that for next winter, or we're open 5 days a week right now. We've got a lot of these still in stock. If you need to brighten something up at your house, come out and see us at Springhouse Gardens. You can find more at springhouseGardens.com.
I am fixing my mistake as we are finishing out this show. Oh my gosh, I think I did it again. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh.
And you're going to burn yourself now. Yeah.
This is embarrassing. Not really, but oh my gosh. You know what? We'll deal with that later. Yeah.
Love it.
So
Love it.
you took a tea towel, kitchen towel.
Yep.
I was asking her, I said, I have these bright royal blue towels that when my kids had a Lego themed bathroom that I got, that I have come to actually hate because you can only wash them with themselves. Is there anything I can do with those? Could you do it?
I would think so, yes.
I would just think that you probably want to try to sew it.
Yeah.
You might want to use the glue to put it together, but then definitely go back, because you have to think about the pile of this. That's going to be a lot of glue and a lot of different ways for it to pull apart.
Yeah.
But,
and you know, it's something big like that, you could throw some handles on it and take it to the pool. Put all your pool towels in it.
Well, I'm
telling you.
I'm so in love with this little pouch. I cannot even tell you, because they're such cute little placemats that sometimes are a little loud for my boys, and they, I think they purposely try to destroy them.
And instead of it sitting in the, drawer where you never see it, you get to enjoy it.
I think it's just too cute. I think it's so
container.
cute.
I love containers.
I love it. So now when I'm out and I see all these cute placemats, I'm going to start having this in the back of my head, thinking, oh, that's a good one. Especially when there's like a lot of contrast or little fringes.
The fringe makes it so cute.
Love it.
So cute.
So depending on what type of placemat or product you use, this could be a real win or it could be a miss. But I still say it's a win overall.
I do too.
So thank you so much for this pin. And of course, if you have any questions for Stephanie, you can reach out to her at Hubbard Mechanical social media channels. And we will see you next time here on Bluegrass Home Garden TV.